Alright, so we all know that the Fairly Odd Parents recently got a new series, A New Wish, right? We're talking about Hazel, the little black girl. Now, I wanted to go back a bit to the original series and talk about a character that was so polarizing and people hated so much for what I feel was little real reason. Well, I kind of get it, but I don't at the same time. And that would be Chloe, the character that people hate so much that they blame her for the reason the show was canceled when the real reason was just Butch Hartman was leaving Nickelodeon anyway. But when it comes to Chloe, people always have the same complaint like, why does she even deserve her? She's so happy, she's so positive. It's like, you realize that there's more going on, right? Like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows like the show makes you. She got introduced in the Big Fairy Share Scare, at which, yeah, understandably, she was pretty much the new character in the block, so they had to make her seem like, oh, so perfect, so, oh, everyone loves her. Look, she gave TV's dad money. Oh, Crocker loves her. Oh, look at all these kids. She's friends with the president. But the fact of the matter is, they did all of that to kind of subvert the expectations so that nobody would really know or understand why she needs them in the first place until the very end. Which, yeah, the reasoning that they gave in this episode was really, really weak. Like, okay, so you like to help people, but sometimes you help too much, and that leads to people not liking you and thinking you're annoying. Okay, fair enough. But that doesn't completely warrant misery on the same level as Timmy or any other character that's been on this show. That's where this episode in particular comes in, booby trapped. Now, people always complain about why does Chloe need fairies, right? Like I said, this episode pretty much gives direct reasoning why, because it's the episode where we meet the girl's parents, and yeah, so her dad calls herself a professional hero, and her mom is pretty much just her right hand woman. So they consider themselves superheroes, and they have a daughter who's out here trying to save the world and do all these positive things, right? Yeah, things are starting to piece together, huh? This is the episode where we learn that Chloe has mental breakdowns whenever her parents scold her or tell her that she made a bad decision. That's pretty much context and telling us that, okay, so her parents are pretty much pressuring her to be this perfect little girl so she could be just like them growing up. And that's the reason why she acts always positive, why she hates when people try to give up, why she's always trying to jump down people's throats and be all happy, and she's so annoying and she isolating herself. She's trying to be perfect so bad that anytime she gets reprimanded or told that she did something wrong by her parents, this happens. So let's see. On Timmy's side, we have idiot parents who leave their child alone with an evil babysitter who pretty much tries to kill him and torture him on a regular basis. That gives them fairy light parents. And on the other hand, we have a little girl whose parents are so down her throat and want her to be perfect so damn bad so they can be just like her that she tries too hard and isolates herself so that she doesn't end up making real friends. Because remember, after that first episode where she was introduced, what happened? What happened to all the people who loved her? They disappeared, right? Timmy was her only friend after that. So, yeah, so like, while I won't say that their misery is equal, because Timmy being tortured is pretty much worse than what Chloe had going on. I feel like their misery, like they both are miserable. Like people like to act like Chloe has no flaws at all when that one episode pretty much showcased her flaws. That okay, so she's just over pressurized that her parents put so much stress that she keeps a smile and she just keeps on trying to help everyone at the detriment of her social life, and that what makes her miserable, even though she tries not to act like it. So honestly, if you ask me, Chloe is a good character, and the only problem was by the time season 10 came around, a lot of the original writers left. Butch Hartman was on his way out the door, so and a lot of the writing just kind of fell flat because you have to wait through a bunch of episodes before we get to the actual reason that Chloe has Cosmo and Wanda and has to share him with Timmy, because Timmy is an underachiever and his parents don't give a fuck, and Chloe's an overachiever and her parents care too much. So they kind of have to balance each other out, which is why they said that she was a foil to Timmy, because while Timmy is just always making mistakes and just not really caring as much. She does the exact opposite. And I feel like that worked. That could work, but the writing didn't really do it much justice. And by the time that Chloe came around, people were already tired because they hated Pooh for some reason, even though Pooh didn't do anything wrong really, and they hated Sparky, which on one hand I give, but on the other hand, it wasn't really he wasn't really that big of a deal. Like if anything, all they had to do was pretty much not make Sparky talk and make him a female dog, and then we would have a split gender. Three males, Poof, Cosmo, and Timmy. Three girls, Sparky or whatever name they changed it to, Sparkle, Wanda, and Chloe. That would have been perfect for me, in my opinion. But like I said, by the time season 10 came around, everyone was out the way out the door. The series was constantly getting canceled anyway. So yeah. So basically, this is just me kind of well, this is essentially just me kind of giving a reason as to why Chloe is actually a good character, pretty much defending her, because it's like, honestly, like looking at season 10, the episodes weren't really that bad. The only issue was the older characters weren't being used as much, and the animation swap by during the midway point. Other than that, she was okay. She was okay in my opinion, but I already know that most people don't give a damn. It is what it is. The show is pretty much over anyway. They're probably gonna retcon Chloe out of existence, even though it wouldn't really. I don't think that it will like do that well. Well, it probably either way it goes. The original series is over. We're on to Hazel and a new Wish, and we'll see what happens with that.